Hi there, I'm Dr. LaQuita J, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about all things in between being and becoming a pharmacist. How you doing? You all right? In today's Success Sunday, I want to be a little bit personal. I want to make sure that I know we're in this series of talking about mindset, but I want to share something personal so make it let you understand no matter what stage you're in, you're always having mindset issues. I want to make sure we come in today and talk about it. So I have to be transparent. One of my mottos is being hotness, honest, open, and transparent. And if you do not know, I am a Naplex success coach. I help pharmacists pass Naplex in 6 months or less by shifting their mindset, strategizing their plans so they're effective for the Naplex exam. And in our newsletter, our weekly newsletter, Pharmacy Moving Forward, I asked readers, what would they like? And they said they want mindset. So we dedicated March to being about mindset. And I want to come in because I can always go and talk about, give you tools and things of this nature. But sometimes you just got to be human, right? You just got to be human. So I want to just dive into this. Let's just say we having a FaceTime, okay? This is our weekly FaceTime, and this week's is a conversation. And you want to continue the conversation, we can in the comments. Comment below, like, subscribe to our channel, like this video, because we want to have the dialogue, okay? Open dialogue. And lately, I just been going through some things. I've been going through a lot. I've been going through a lot personally, professionally, and with One Meter RPH. And it's been one of those seasons where everything just has been piling up and piling up. And I found myself in a funk. But as I sat with my feelings and acknowledged them, I kept coming back to this idea of renew, release, reset. Release all the limiting beliefs, the negativity that's holding me back. Renew my mind so I can move forward in the upcoming weeks and finish the goals I set to accomplish for the year and reset the habits that I need to achieve those things. So this renew, release, reset just came to play. And it's one of the things of you kind of heard, I think it was many people heard, I think it was like different word, RRR, R&R or something like that. People often associate with this. But it just kept saying like, that word release just stood out to me. And spring is coming, right? This week it'll be spring, and spring is here. And just thinking about the changing of the seasons, where now we see the pollen on the cars, on your porch, everywhere. You see the bumblebees out pollinating the flowers. You're seeing trees starting to bloom again. And it's saying for me that this is going to be a season. Like it's something about like a season that feels like a reminder to it's time for a fresh start. And me really saying that, like it's really time for a fresh start. And it's like, it is. And one thing that really hit me was a train I was listening to. As I told you before, I understand what it's like for people to make a payment. Like I told you guys, I invested in myself, and this is one of the highest investment I have ever made in myself. Addition to going to pharmacy school, I mean, hey, there was investment. I think a lot of times we don't realize there was an investment financially because you were so asphyxiated on your parents paying for your tuition, or you had student loans that we really didn't understand the cost of it. But when you really do investment and you put down money, then it's like, oh, okay. Because, a lot of times people didn't pay directly to the school. Not many cases. It was, you paid through other sources. and you didn't realize about education. So I, again, joined this program, made one of the biggest investments I have made in myself. Well, largest purchase investments thus far that I have made in myself, addition to education. And I was in this training while I was working, and it asks, in a training, it asks, do you know how to be? And that question really, it really stopped me in my tracks. And it made me realize, I don't know. LaQuita, do you know how to be? Do you know how to be? And I wasn't sure. And this thing is saying with this whole thing, every time you turn around, it's thrive, thrive, thrive 2025, thrive, 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 right? But I realized that it's also too, sometimes you go from survival, but you know you're not surviving. You're simply existing. And I realized I've been in the existing phase, not living. I feel like I was talking about these things more and more like these are phases. And the question is, which phase are you in? Are you surviving? Are you existing? Are you living? And are you thriving? And if you're thriving, I'm on my way there. But I'm not there. And if I'm honest, I've been existing. I haven't been living. And I'm telling you, that question, do you know how to be? It stopped me in my tracks. It stopped me. It made me realize that I don't think I truly know. I was like, I was thinking like maybe I know how to be. I don't. But I was like, no, you know how to be. You just been existing. You've been copying the day to day. You haven't been living. And I haven't. And you may say, Dr. LaQuita, what's living? What the thing that makes you vibrant and joyful and makes you feel alive? I haven't been doing those things. So that's for I don't feel like I'm living. I'm just simply existing. I'm copying the day to day. On the hamster wheel to get to something else and something else and something else. And I am a natural perfectionist. Always noticing my flaws. Always noticing my flaws. Always there. I'm a perfectionist. Naturally. Like naturally. And I've I worked on because I realized that I'm a natural perfectionist. I try my best not to project it onto other people because I don't want you to feel that. But I had to have that hard truth with myself that I did in the past. And it's something I'm just absolutely not proud of. I'm not proud of it at all. Owning my truth, I really see how that perfectionism has really shaped some of my relationships. One in particular was even with my mother. Like me being a natural perfectionist, like of course losing her made me reflect on things I never thought about before and how she tried to make like our home. I come from a very there's no secret I come from a very poverty place. It's an underserved community. And you see the beauty in life, people make it do what they have. And the survival. And you're making do. And it'll be always a thing of she was always trying to make it like wanted me to, like I was trying to make sure I was comfortable. And it's like, Mom, it's okay. It's home. I understood that. But I couldn't help but wanting more for my life though. And it was one of those things of me recognizing that and just saying, like being a natural perfectionist and really saying to myself, like, huh, I'm pretty sure there were times I made her feel like the house wasn't good enough. Unintentionally, of course, but I'm pretty sure I made her feel that way. And just being honest, that realization really stunned. Because when you do the deep work in yourself, you got to really look at yourself and like, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. The deep work wasn't pretty. And realizing that, and this training, it kept going. It opened me up um, again to the hamster wheel. It just opened up so many layers. The hamster wheel. It made me think about how I've been on a hamster wheel for years, constantly moving, constantly striving, but never stopping to ask the deep questions. What are we striving for? What are we doing? Why is this task so important to do? It even made me think about a question that a therapist asked me years ago. And I honestly, I have not found, I do not know, I do not know the answer to it, but I feel in this space, in this place, that I'm getting to a place where I can find the answers. I can finally find those answers. And you may say, look, why I should talk about this, because we're talking about mindset. And these are the things where, in order to have a shift in your mind to succeed, you have to become aware. Awareness is the first step in the transformation. And you have to become aware of what are you doing? What's happening? Aware in your thoughts you're saying to yourself. How do you feel? How are you preparing? Like, you have to become aware in those things. And this was a moment of reflection and awareness for me. Because when you're aware, when you're made aware of, you can choose, aware of yourself, you can choose to ignore it, or you can choose to learn and apply the information. And I'm someone who loves to learn and who's always improving day by day. Because the person you meet, I would never be the same. Like, you can meet me a month now, I'll probably be different. I'm just saying, like, I'm always learning, evolving, and pivoting. Some things are core, but some things I'm just always changing, because I always take out time to learn about myself each day. So that's definitely one thing. And the spring, this whole ideal of spring, right? It's bringing this energy of renewal for me. And I'm really loving the feeling of it. I'm currently decluttering and reorganizing and creating space for me physically and mentally to start living. I have taken time off from work to really just be, instead of like pushing through work and stuff. I'm literally just being. I'm being very intentional with what I'm doing. This office here needs attention, and I'm cleaning that up. I have things and shifting the energy and the furniture around. Got renovations coming up where we're really, I'm really sitting I'm really sitting with myself this week, because it's me and LaQuita. We are sitting. I'm sitting with myself, and I'm being present in this shift. I'm really being present in this shift. And this journey has also made me reflect on the work I do as a Naplex success coach, because I'm in a position now where July makes 5 years we've been in business. And I said, do we want what we've done these past 5 years? Do we want to continue doing that at that pace, at that rate, and how and what we do it? And it made me start thinking back to how I define my zone of genius. And simply, I'm I'm really rethinking this. What is your zone of genius? What do you really do? And I realize I teach pharmacists how to think. I teach them how to think, how to break down a question, how to approach the question, how to approach a challenge. And then the question, it can be something simple as just last week. Um, we're studying ID in the Naplex play. And my client said she needed help with infectious disease. She said, I just can't remember all these bugs and the organism they're working on. And how I said, okay, let's start with what we know about the bugs. And we broke it down. She said, and then like once I got done breaking it down, she said, huh, when you did it just seemed so easy. I said, yeah, because that's my zone of genius. I what people see as complex, I don't see it as that. I see it as pieces that need to be put together. It's a little puzzle. And I see it. And but truly, honing in on my zone of genius has been one of the hardest things, because it's hard. And it's like it was hard coming in, being the first one coming out saying I'm a Naplex coach. And then the pandemic hit, and you start seeing tutors coming everywhere. Everybody Naplex tutor. Then people coming to me thinking I'm a tutor when I'm not. I'm not. I don't teach information as if you never went to pharmacy school. I don't teach people who want to cheat code and don't want to do the work. I don't teach people who can't think for themselves. Like, I learned that. And but it has truly been a struggle in defining these words, even today, being bold enough to communicate this. And that's what I'm saying. Awareness is a step to transformation. Awareness is the first step to the change. If I want to transform, I first I first have to shift, have to see what needs to be shifted, what needs to be realigned and calibrated. I have to. And Doc, so do you. The people who requested to do this mindset training really was, they are people who are multiple attempts for the Naplex exam. But I want to hold you accountable and simply saying to you, let's be aware of our situation, what we're doing. Let's be aware. Let's do some deep work and really hone in on what are you doing. Let's really hone in on it. Awareness. Be aware. Are you actively studying? Are you passively studying? Are you distracted by social media and other commitments? Are you even aware that the Naplex is about to change. Because I met a person last week that didn't even know the Naplex was changing. And once they found out, they mentioned like, "Oh, you think I'll be ready for next time?" Um, yeah, so I just like being honest and based on the information you told me. I don't think you're ready. I think you will be taking the exam in May plus because you do need the time, and that's just honesty of a coach. Being honest and telling you when you're not ready, and seeing different things and hearing certain things that tells me that you're not ready. So you know, you honestly know this video was a sign that you was the confirmation. You said, I wonder if I'm doing this, I need a sign. This is the sign. Take out time to assess your studying and really truly say this. And I can just be very frankly honest with you. If you're so hell bent on taking questions and doing questions and getting a certain percentage right, do you understand? Do you understand the information? Do you have the knowledge base to apply to the question? Because getting 80% or 9% on those quiz banks, and you're just, because sometimes we can memorize the questions and the answers, it's not going to necessarily help you. And one of the things that I give a lot of time with my clients say, um, I oh, I'm not used to being asked this type of way. I'm not used to information being presented this type of way. I'm not new. Yes, because I require you to learn the information. There's no shortcuts in life. But I digress. Until next time, this is your starting point to be aware, to really be aware. Awareness is the starting point of transformation. Let's begin this transformation in motion. Okay? Until next time, remember that pharmacy is only if you are. Now I want you to go be great and be awesome and have an amazing week. Talk to you guys later. Now.